Welcome back to Can't Report That podcast, where we talk about videos that have happened to us on the job, funny, scary, all of the above. But this episode, we will be talking about funny things that have happened to us. I'm Sky.
I'm Oliver.
I'm Q.
And let's roll the intro.
Radio check. Loud and clear. Dispatch, be advised. Following episode contains stories that were definitely not in the post orders. We're talking graphic content, excessive profanity, and things HR told us to never speak of again. Listener discretion is advised. Copy that.
One of the stories is we at one site that we've been talking about every other episode. If you haven't seen our other episodes, please go and watch them, listen to them.
We're pretty much on all platforms at this point.
If you're watching this, or I don't know if Spotify does the thumbs up like or whatever, but
yeah,
if you're watching or listening to this, please give us a thumbs up or
like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Exactly. Yeah. Because it would help us out. All right. Before we start anything, we want to go over our sponsor for this video. Nothing, because we are not that cool.
Sponsored by myself.
Yeah. No, we don't have any sponsors. I just had to say that. I thought it was funny. So, okay. Well, one of our regular patrons that would come in, we are going to name this patron Leslie. Yeah. So
Sure.
We're going to go with Leslie. How we came about meeting Leslie was she was coming to the docks to ride the transportation train.
Regularly. Almost like every other day.
Yeah. And she ended up wanting to go to Seattle, and she was asking for directions. And I walked outside of the station one day, and Q was giving her directions.
Which was hilarious because you know those people you see all the time, but you never actually speak to them. So now I'm actually like speaking to her for the first time, and it's like, she's an earhead. So she's asking for directions. We're talking, and I'm just like, I was partially trying to figure out how to get out of the conversation. Like, I was trying to stay in the conversation because she had no idea we were going to be making this podcast, but I knew at some point she would make a good story one day. But I also wanted to get out of the conversation because she was just like annoying me.
Even like it's stories like, oh, you're not gonna. I gotta tell what's his name when he gets here on shift. Like,
Yeah, it's one of those things where,
just
like,
stories amongst each other.
Like you want to get more, but at the same time you're also kind of annoyed. And as we're talking, you came walking up, and I was like, perfect. So very important part because it has. So I don't care what your political affiliations are, what ours are. It's not a political podcast. She wears a MAGA hat every day. I never spoke to her before. Like I said, started talking to her. She was super duper pro MAGA, but then in talking to her, she was from Canada. She's from Montreal, I think she said, or something. She's Canadian, but she's also
Calgary,
here.
I thought.
What?
Calgary, I think.
Maybe I don't remember. But she's Canadian, but she's also here illegally, which I thought was hilarious. And that's how we got to talking about where we're all from.
Yeah.
Because she was all like super pro MAGA, and like, yeah, what Trump is doing is great, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, is that why you moved here from Canada? And she's like, well, like she didn't want to talk about it. And then she point blank said she's here illegally. Yeah. I'm like, how are you MAGA, but you're an illegal alien? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
but anyway, continue.
Oh yeah, no. So we started talking about where we're from after that, and so we were talking about it. And if you don't know, which you don't because I didn't tell you, but I have a little bit of German in me, and so
Pause.
what? Why'd you say pause? Anyway, so I have a little bit of.
Got that bratwurst, man.
What? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, a little bit of my nationality is German, and I told her that, And I have never seen Q leave a conversation so fast, ever. I literally said, yeah, I was like, some of my nationality is German. And her exact words, she looked at me and said, oh, you have the good genes.
And she did it in like...
The creepiest.
Yeah, it was like... All she had to do was like go like this. like the way it was like, it's like, oh, you have the good genes. And I was like, fuck you guys.
He literally just stopped conversation, turned around, and walked away. And I was just like, now I was there stuck in it, having a conversation, feeling really weird.
And then after that, she just kept talking to us every time she saw us, and she's weird. Like,
yes.
Like, we didn't become her friend, but she became our friend. And it's like, why'd we open that door? But
yes.
Yeah.
Especially once she embarrassed the shit out of me. So I was working with your truly, Oliver, on a shift. I was on my lunch break. I'd
already met her at that time, right? Was this the second time I met her?
Yeah.
'Cause you guys met her first.
You knew who she was because you came down and got me.
That's right. She told me to come get
Yeah.
you. You were on your break.
Wait, she told you to go get...
Yep. So
I don't think she told me to go get him, but
She was asking for
She
him?
asked for him. I was like, oh, he's on his break, but I can go let him know you're here.
yes, I'm going to be very specific about what I was eating. I was eating 2 hot dogs and 6 homemade peanut butter cookies from my mom. And he came down and he was like, hey, your girl's here. And I was like, what? And he's like, your girl's here. She asked for you. And I had no idea who he was talking about. And mind you, like he was saying, like she would come and talk to us every time she came through. So like he said, she became our friend.
We tried to avoid her, but it didn't work. Like,
By the way, not knowing she had an alcohol problem and drug problem, guaranteed. So he comes to the break room. Oliver does, comes to the break room one night, says, hey, your girl's here. And I was like, who? And like, he had to explain who. And I was like, okay. So I was like, well, fuck it. I'll just go up and say hi, whatever. Now, I wasn't going to leave my food because why the fuck would I leave my food?
Well, you didn't have to come right away either. Like she's gonna be there a while. I was just letting you know, like, hey, she's here. Like finish your lunch. But no, you came up with both dogs in hand.
I had a plate of 2 hot dogs and 6 peanut butter cookies. I did, didn't I? Yeah. It was, yeah. So I went up because where we worked at that time of the hour, it's empty. Like the train station that we work is completely empty. So, we could just eat our lunch in there and it's not really a big deal. Well, this one night, there was some type of event because there was quite a bit of people at this time of the hour. Now, I go up and I see her sitting down, so I go and I just still say hi. And then I go sit somewhere else and start finishing my food. She comes up, sits next to me, and starts talking. And I was like, cool, whatever,
when she's talking, she's very loud.
Oh, yeah.
She's extremely loud and
Yes.
and obnoxious.
Very, very loud. And does not have absolutely no filter, especially when she's drunk. And she was wasted this night. And I knew that, and that's kind of why I just said hi and I left, because you could tell she was wasted. Anyway, so she sits next to me. I'm still eating, trying to avoid her, right? Just trying not to make eye contact, avoid her, just trying to eat my food in peace. And she decides to reach over onto my plate, grab all 6 peanut butter cookies, all of them.
Wait.
All of them.
In a stack?
All of them in a stack. And then takes a bite of all my peanut butter cookies, right? I don't share food. That's not, takes a bite of my peanut butter cookies, then out loud, very loud, goes, your penis butter cookies are amazing. I'm so happy you let me have a bite and taste of your penis butter cookies. Just like that, by the way, like that loud, like loud. Now, like I said, normally it's an empty night, and it was not an empty night. This place was packed.
Describe the scene. Where am I?
Okay, so this motherfucker. So there's like a little like desk inside the terminal of the train station, and it's where kind of the employees sit, and it's kind of where we, yeah, like a little booth, yeah. And normally, sometimes we'll just stand on like each side, like one will stand because you could see the whole terminal and stuff like that. Well, he was standing there. When she starts yelling, your peanut butter cookies taste good. I look at him thinking, cool, bro, you're gonna come save me from this? Like, he comes talk to me, I can get out of the situation or whatever. Cause like this point, every single person in the terminal, cause her voice echoes, is staring at me. Fuck you. I'm not even kidding when I say every single person. There was a good 300 people in that. I was like super embarrassed. I'm looking at him and he's staring right at me. Like he's like, oh yeah, this is, fuck you. Like he's like, literally like, just like, this is what you deserve, you know, whatever.
Me and the employees.
Oh yeah.
We all know who she is. We all know the setup. We're all just watching and just enjoying a movie.
Now, I remember you saying she tried to give, I thought it was one cookie, but I know you said she took a bite and then tried to give it back to you.
All 6 of them. She took all 6, and they weren't like, don't get me wrong, they weren't thick cookies. They were thin. So she took all 6, took a bite, said, while taking a bite, like right after she said, thank you, you know, your peanut cookies taste really good. And then goes, boom, and puts it back on my plate. Like, I'm gonna eat them? No. You know, I don't know where this freaking girl's been.
I haven't seen her in, I want to say last time it's like 3 months ago. It's been a while. Right. Yeah. It's been a while, so I don't know if she moved or something, but I have another story with her. So I actually have 2 stories. One I avoided her so like smoothly. So my wife owns a bakery, and like we do like food festivals and stuff like that.
What's the name of your bakery?
Little Miss Sweets NYC in Tacoma, Washington. Little Miss Sweets, everything is spelled correctly.
We should tag down below.
Oh, absolutely. So we were doing, every year we do a state fair. And she also, I remember one time she was saying she works at the state fair. So I've been there, I've never seen her. Like, never seen her. She works for one of the big like food companies that does it. I forgot what she does for them, like some promo shit or whatever. But I was there, she walked by and she was like, ah, but then she's like, I'll be back. And then she kept walking and I was like, fuck, don't come back. Don't come back. And then about 15 minutes later, I saw her coming back and I immediately just like left and like went to the bathroom or whatever. So I don't think she came back because nobody said anything about her coming back. But I saw her coming, and then I walked away, and I'm pretty sure she saw me walking away because like she was walking towards me as I like left, and I went in the bathroom, and then when I came back, she was gone. So, but one day, I don't know, it was a couple months ago. I think I told you guys about this when she was coming from the fair. Or from the fairgrounds. There was no fair, but she was coming from doing whatever she was doing there. And she had a suitcase. She came in drunk, high, just like loud, obnoxious. Comes in with her suitcase and she's just like, oh, sloppy and everything. Comes right to the little like monitor booth you were talking about and drops her suitcase down on the floor. And then she starts talking. I don't remember what she was talking about, but it was kind of like your whole peanut butter cookie thing where there's a decent amount of people around, and whatever she was talking about, I was just like, get away from me. Because I want people thinking like, because she gets overly friendly. So if anybody's looking, might think that there's like a thing there. Yeah. And it's like, nope, like just create some distance like real quick. then she opens up her suitcase and starts going through her stuff. She had like an actual suitcase, not a little bag, like a suitcase, like a real suitcase. Opens it up, it's filled with clothes, and like all her stuff is in there. She starts pulling out her underwear, and she's looking for whatever in her suitcase. I don't remember, but I remember she pulled out some dirty white sneakers. Actually, they were clean, but they were like she was walking in mud or whatever. And then on the back, now these sneakers, they weren't in a plastic bag or anything. They were just in her suitcase on top of her clothes. Like just everything's there and boom, just placed on top. She pulls out the sneakers and there's dog shit on the sneaker. And I'm sitting there and it was me, K1, there were like 3 or 4 of us there. And we're all just like, is that dog shit? So I said, I was like, I think you stepped in shit. Like I literally said to her, and she's like, oh yeah, that was a couple days ago. And I'm just like, you have, like, if I have shit in the bottom of my shoes, I try to clean it, like outside, like rubbing my feet on the floor or whatever. Yeah. If I can't, like, when I get home, I get it off in some way, right?
Yeah, or leave them outside at least. You know?
Exactly. Like, she had shit on her shoes. She knew she had shit on her shoes. She left it on her shoes. But then not only that, put it in her suitcase on top of her stuff. Ew. Like, and she's like, oh yeah, I know. It was a couple days ago. I'm like, why would you like put it in a bag at least? Like, get separated. Don't just. It was like on top of her underwear. Like, ew.
Nothing will ruin your day more than stepping in shit or gum. Like I'll get that shit off right away. Like I'll go find a hose, a stick, whatever, like that. Because I hate that knowing that I'm walking around and it's just stuck there.
It didn't even look like she tried. Like, you know, like if you try to get it off, then you just get what's in the little like cracks.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it was there. It was.
Oh,
like,
it was like
she could feel it in every step.
Yeah.
Like she didn't even try to get it off. She just like, ooh, what's that? Okay, just took her shoes off. Like at least like she even rubbed her foot on the ground. She just like left it there.
Yeah.
It was it was nasty.
She's a character.
Yeah, she's definitely a character. So, oh boy. Okay, so I was gonna go down. So the site that we've been talking about, I ended up getting a different, or was going to get a different job, not job, same job, just a different location. In fact, it was out of state. It was going to be a traveling job. Not was going to. I did it, but before I did it, she came in and I told her where I was going. And in front of everybody again, she started telling me how to pick up chicks in Portland, Oregon. If you don't know anything about Portland, Oregon, I don't even know what I could say to like.
She's definitely fits the
she actually, yeah, she would fit the criteria for Portland, Oregon. Anyway, so she was telling me in the terminal again, by the way, she told me, this is her exact words, when she sat down and started talking to me. She said, do you know when you're doing it like doggy style? Like doggy style? By the way, this is how she talks. She goes, when you're doing it like doggy style? And I'm like, okay. Like totally inappropriate, right? Like completely inappropriate. I'm like,
she's not Southern.
No.
I don't know why she talks that way.
No, that's how she talks though. Like,
I don't get why though.
I don't need, yeah.
To me, she sounds more like
a
Kardashian.
Was drunk. You gotta remember, she was drunk and high. So she's slurring. So you gotta remember, it's like that accent was slurring her words.
But it's just, to me, she sounds more like a Kardashian or like Paris Hilton or something. Like she has that like
a valley girl type.
Like a valley girl. Like she sounds like a bimbo. Like,
okay. Yeah. Anyway, so she's like, you know when you do like doggy style? And I was like, okay. And she's like, and you like slip it into the third eye and winked at me. And I'm like, okay. And then like, you know, conversation, like it just completely changed, right? And I'm like, okay, that's weird, right? And then she went away, came back and was like, oh wait, I remember those girls in Portland, Oregon, you know, they do that all the time. And I was like, do what? And she's like, they do it like dolphins. And then in front of everybody goes, yeah, they go, So they're used to it in Portland. Like, you know, and she's like, you know how dolphins do it? Like, and she goes, you know, dolphins, they get, this is her words, by the way. She's like, dolphins, they get, I guess dolphins, when they have sex, it's more of like a rape. Like, instead of,
like,
yeah.
No, dolphins are crazy.
Yeah.
They're fucking violent.
Yeah. So she's like, she's like, yeah, I mean, Portland, Oregon girls, they get paid to do that all the time or whatever. So it shouldn't be a big deal. And she's like, and then she goes to walk away and she's like, yeah, you have fun with those dolphins. Just like, what the fuck? In front of everybody. So of course she does this, and you know, because the terminal's so big, echoes throughout, like everybody turns and it's like, what the hell? And they're looking at me and I'm like, I still think the penis cookies though, like that was the most like that was more embarrassing because she actually
went there for that, but it
sounded way more embarrassing. It's just,
I wish Whale Lady was there for the dolphin story. See what she would have pitched in.
Oh
like,
man.
Well, actually.
Whale Lady, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's my story about the penis cookies. And
we called them that for a while. Like that was another nickname.
Well, the worst part was when I was doing my shifts, I would do 16-hour shifts because I have ADHD and I could do that shit like nothing, right? So the problem is I would do 16-hour shifts and then, you know, stay in a hotel or whatever. Well, I want to be home. I do it. And then I always brought a huge bag of peanut butter cookies from my mom. My mom made me this huge gallon bag of Ziploc bags. Yeah, it was great. She's like, oh, you're going for a couple days? Here's some, you know, peanut butter cookies. I actually stopped bringing those to work because every time I would bring them, not even kidding, I'd have to either eat in silent or alone or like hide, because if I brought one out, these motherfuckers would just be like, oh, you got your penis cookies today?
Hey, you got those penis cookies? You gonna share?
And literally though, no joke, I like when she would come back to, like when I see her, because we'd see her every like 3-4 times a week roughly, I would actually, if I was eating one, I would just throw it away. I wouldn't even, like, she traumatized the shit out of me. Like, she'd come in, and the worst part was, she would come in and still ask for them. She'd be like, she goes, are you gonna make me some of your penis cookies tonight? Or your peanut butter cookies? And I'm just like, at that point, you have no idea. Every time I seen her, I would just avoid her at like all costs.
You got traumatized, man.
I literally got traumatized.
Oh, and to make it worse, so, like, if anybody took my food, I'd be pissed, right? Just in general. But then, like, we forgot to mention her teeth.
Yeah.
I never
shark
noticed
teeth.
that.
It's called shark teeth.
Like
Her teeth are rotten.
I've seen some nasty teeth, so hers wasn't as bad.
Her teeth are jagged and rotten.
And broken off.
I wasn't paying that close attention until you guys had said something, and then I noticed. Oh, okay.
I think it's probably the first thing I saw.
No, like I think first thing I look at is like eyes and height, and she has other distinguishing features. Like she kind of looks like a fake blonde, and she has the MAGA hat. She's short.
Well, obviously, all right. So,
it's like, I wasn't
teeth
looking
are
at
the first thing I saw. But once she started talking, like that time when the first conversation I had with her when she was asking for directions, never see her speak before. She would just walk by. She started talking, and I was just like, oh shit, like it's they're just like black and broken and sharp.
So like that was your, I think with like that was yours, the one that traumatized you, and mine was like the guy that named me Rachel, because after that, anytime, because he would come in quite a bit looking for me, still trying to do the cigarette thing, and I would always fucking hide. Like like you guys would tell me like, hey, he's here, then I'd go hide somewhere. I'd go patrol somewhere else and avoid him because he'd be there looking for me. He'd hang out and then he'd leave. He's the one that traumatized me because like like with you and her.
And the last story about her, we have to talk about it because it's seriously a funny story.
I don't know if I have any more stories about.
Oh, I do.
All right.
I do. And you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say this. So she gets drunk, like I said, right? And gets high. When she goes to buy a ticket to the train station.
Oh, yes.
There is an employee that, specifically, there is an employee that she goes up to.
That's right.
So there is an employee specifically that she will always try and go up to when she is drunk and high. I am not going to describe what he looks like, but she goes up to him.
Luigi.
Yes. Actually, he looks just like Luigi.
Very tall. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Tom.
yeah.
He's Luigi.
He's literally Luigi.
Yeah.
Mustache, everything. If she walks up to them, starts buying a ticket, and she asks him, she says, "Hey, Rasputin, how was your day going?"
Which is nothing. It's minor.
Yeah, 100%.
But he's still pissed about that to
It
this
pisses
day.
him off. It pisses him off because she does it every time she comes in. And when she gets drunk, she'd even get worse. Like she'd be like, "Why are you acting like Rasputin?" Like literally, like she would do this to him, and he would be pissed. He would call us out and be like, "Security, can you come?" And as soon as we walk out, we already know it's her. Like, and she's drunk and high. We have to like literally take her inside. So we don't, because like we don't want to kick her out because we know it's her only way home. So we go and we put her in a corner and say, "Stay here and don't talk." Pretty much.
You're on timeout.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know why she got mean with him because like he's a nice guy. I
He's a
love him.
really
Like,
nice
he's-
guy.
He's
I mean,
friendly to everybody.
you guys were working, right?
Oh,
'Cause I
yeah.
wasn't there.
When-
It was you two.
Yep.
And he came in and told us like, I don't know why she keeps fucking calling me Rasputin. Like, and he wasn't like how you're saying like he's pissed off about. Like I'm sure
No,
in
he's pissed.
Oh, he's pissed, and he's still pissed.
He just brought it up the other day.
Yeah.
Like I said, I haven't seen her in like 3 or 4 months, and I want to say maybe like 2 weeks ago, he still brought it up with anger. Like it was like it was like, "Hey, have you seen like what's her name?" But he's like, "Yeah, fucking bitch, call me Rasputin." Like he's still pissed, bro.
But he's usually not an angry guy. Like anytime he'd call us, like no matter how big a situation, he's always calm and he has good camaraderie with us. Like
Oh yeah, no, I'm
Great.
not saying he's an. I'm just saying like it's funny how she got under his skin.
Rasputin doesn't deserve that. I got kind of a funny one. So like there's a site that's kind of near the spooky site that we've all worked at. This is kind of like another one, but it's a smaller building. And it was close to where I lived, so like I could walk to it from my house. And I didn't have a car at the time anyway, so there's a spot inside to where like you'd want to have a car because you sit in your car outside the place, and then every like 30 minutes you would patrol the exterior, which isn't much. It's just around the building, and there's like a couple tags that you scan, and that's it. You're done. Next 30 minutes, you do it again. But because I didn't have a car, so I had to sit inside, and the building is fenced with a chain link fence. So then you have to lock it with a padlock, and then between the building and the chain link fence, there's a porta potty that you can use for the site because the site was under construction at the time. It was like an old apartment building, and it's pretty much gutted in the inside, like all the units and stuff. And you'd have to go there, undo the chain link fence, lock it. Then you have to put in a code for the front door, and then you go in. Straight to the left is like the project manager's room that they set up for when the workers work there. But there's like a fridge, and there's one light in that whole building. It's like I work night shift there, so there's only one light. None of the electricity works really. Only one light is like
he's actually like not saying it as detailed as it should. Trust me. So when you go in, it's spooky. So there's actual like holes in the floor. Like you have to watch where you step. Like when he means it's gutted, it's actually gutted by like all the walls are gutted. There's no drywall. Like you could see through the studs. Like it's gutted. Like it needs to be remodeled. Like it needed to be remodeled. And what he's talking about is, which I'm gonna add, he can add more here in a second, but when you would go downstairs, if you watch the last video or the Scary Stories about, if you watch the Scary Story podcast about how when I went to the basement of the Greyhound station, if you haven't seen it, definitely go watch it. But if you have, you know what I'm talking about. It was like that, dude. Like, but instead of the doors being wood, they were steel doors in the basement. And
And
like,
that site we go to, I've never worked there.
Yeah.
Do you go in the basement?
yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
So I had to, because I had to, I was curious. And it had
No, but are we supposed to go, or you just went down there?
No, yeah, you can go down.
Right.
Yeah, it's a full walkthrough, and there's a basement, but there's only one access. And the stairs, by the way, walking down to that basement literally is creak, and you feel the step move down, and then creak, and then you feel it go down again.
So I'm not going to that basement.
Huh?
Then I'm not going down.
No, it was crazy because like it was dangerous. And like then there was like one whole staircase, like missing stairs. So like it was crazy. I know exactly what he was talking about, but he had like the details, like it was a dangerous place to be inside.
That's like one of the places, like the workers are required to have a hard hat and all that gear to work in there. But like I didn't know that at the time because it was night shift, and I think like the first 2 times, like I didn't know that there was a downstairs. Like I patrolled like just the first main floor because I kind of had a feeling like the only light was in that little room, nothing else other than your flashlight, and I'm not fucking going up. I'm not going up anywhere. I'll examine like the main floor, see my exits, like if anything, but all the windows are boarded up. But I at least cleared that main floor to make sure nobody was there. I didn't know that there was a downstairs. And I think until maybe a couple times later, and I saw that it's pitch black down there. Like I couldn't, from the top of the stairs that I looked, like I'm not going down there. And so yeah, I would stay in that little room with the light pretty much the whole time, come out every 30 minutes, do a patrol, then go back in. And then like I would stare at the hallway corner where it's just darkness that accesses the rest of the building. Just like, it would like, it's kind of eerie, it'd freak me out a little bit. So I'd try to like take my mind off of it. But like, and the other thing too is like that, so like when I had my lunch break or whatever, I would use their break room, the microwave and the fridge. You can't have that light plugged in and use the microwave at the same time. Otherwise you pop the breaker. And that happened to me before and I lost my shit for a second. I was like, oh my God. Like I didn't want to lose eyesight off of that hallway for some reason. So like I had to fix it. And then, but anyway, so that's a site too, where it's like, I don't, especially like during like all 4 seasons too, like I shit before I leave the house. I don't want to have to shit in a fucking porta potty and go outside and do that. And where it is, it's like when you go outside, the chain link fence is so close to the actual property of the building, you have to like really like shimmy through to kind of get to it. And there's like a little box area like where they have the trash bins for the property that's also has a fence around. So like there's the chain link fence, you shimmy through, and then there's a wood picket fence that has the trash cans, and then in front of it is the porta potty. And you can tell those trash cans are full. Some of them are tipped over. And I went out. I had to use the bathroom one time. So obviously, like I just went to go take a piss. So I went and I think this was maybe like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning or whatever. So I went to go use the bathroom, and I was in there, and I heard a noise. Like I heard a rummaging noise, like right outside the porta potty. And I was like, oh, somebody's fucking back here where the trash cans are. Where there's somebody digging through trash, or like a homeless guy's like sleeping back there. I didn't notice until now.
Well, I've never worked at a site, but I heard from multiple people that people break in there all the time.
I never had that.
I've heard from multiple, like it was a regular thing for people to break in and you have to try to like get them out and stuff. So.
Oh, I heard that like before I started, like that's why they had to do the patrols and stuff. But like, you know, I checked enough to where it's like, yeah, there's no one getting in, and I did my patrols. But like, that was the other thing too. Like they wanted me to do a patrol every 30 minutes. And I had to do all that just to come out and then to go. So I did like every 45. Like I'm not doing that every 30 minutes. And then 45 turned in every hour. But anyway, so I went out to take a piss, and then I was like, oh fuck, there's somebody behind here. So like I was like getting ready. Like as soon as I came out, like I was trying to be quiet because maybe like he's still asleep and I can get the jump on him. So I had my flashlight out, and then like I think I had like on my baton or something or whatever. Yeah, I don't remember what was in my other hand. But I came out, so like right when you come out to your left, there's a divot to where you can see the trash cans. And as soon as I come out, my back is against the chain link fence, and it's maybe like a 3-foot gap between the porta potty and chain link fence. So I come out, I pivot, and I'm directly in front. I come out, boom, freeze, motherfucker! And there's like there are 6 fucking raccoons. 3 are up top of height level on the fence. And then 3 are down below, like in the trash. And like one of them's actually on top of the trash bin. And there may be 5. Yeah. I don't know why. This is very early on in my career. But like I was so panicked.
the highlight of your career.
No, this is early on in my career. It's like I was still not used to, because a lot of the sites I worked at, I was by myself. It's like I wasn't used to interacting with people or having to really pick people out at the time. So I was trying to be prepared for anything. And maybe he heard me. I don't know.
I don't think I've ever told somebody to freeze before.
And especially freeze, motherfucker.
And these raccoons were like maybe 5 feet away from me, and I'm boxed in with them and the chain link fence. So like, I can't go anywhere in case these guys just fucking jump on me. Yeah. And so I just like, I freeze, and I'm just like, they're not moving, I'm not moving, but like they're kind of moving, like they're fixated on me. So I just like slowly start shooting. And as soon as they're out, I'm shooting faster. I go in the fucking door, and I'm like, okay. And then like, I think at some point later on, like I heard them fighting, and I came out and they're all fucking fighting each other in the street. I was like, one thing I will say, like working in this job, especially at night, is raccoons fucking sneak up on you deliberately. Like you could be like standing at a post or whatever, you hear something, and you turn around, there's a raccoon that just stops in place because they were gonna come up to you and try some weird shit. I don't know, but
I haven't had that yet.
I've had that every fucking time. Like, so even at the place that we all worked at, I've had it there. Like the place where the fucking Gary dipped in that little parking lot, I've had it there because I think there was
You
a
mean
time
where he dolphin dived?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be very specific.
Where he dolphin dived. Sorry.
Hey, Snow White.
And then I think the same place, like another time later, because I wasn't going downstairs, a friend of ours who worked with us at the time was a supervisor, and I was still kind of getting to know him. Like I didn't know him that well. Like we're friends with him now, but he came to check up on me and do a post check, and then he asked if I was all good, and then he wanted to come inside and kind of just do a walk around with me, and I was like, okay, that's cool. And then he was like, did you patrol the down? So like he told me like, yeah, so like the upstairs is kind of dangerous because of the flooring, so you don't have to go patrol up there because I don't want you to fall through the fucking ceiling or whatever. But he said, did you patrol the downstairs? And I was like, no, there's a downstairs. And he was like, yeah.
Oh, that's how you found that.
Yeah. And I was like, oh shit. And I was like, okay. And then he's like, well, let's go. And I was like, all right. So then we go down there, and it's like I said, from the stairs, the stairwell go, because it's like a I think it's a 2-step stairwell. I don't remember, but like from the top, there doesn't look like there's any light down there.
But he's not kidding. There's no light, and it's so dark. Imagine a flashlight not even working. Seriously, no. Like like it's so dark, and they're metal doors, and the doors have windows, and they have bars on them, on the windows. So like, even if you try and like flash your light into the door, you can't open the door. You don't even want to go in the door. Like it's something that you never would do, because you get down there, the inside of the glass actually had was smeared and had blood on the glass. It was crazy. It was something that like you walk down, you see the door, and you're like, I'm good. You turn around and walk back upstairs.
And like I said, this place is like gutted, but like not fully. Like it just looks like they were like in the middle of demo works. Like some studs were exposed. It's narrow hallway. There's a lot of units down there. There's still so many places you could hide. But it's like if something were to pop off and you were to run, you're fucking you're like the Jello man. You're running through fucking walls. Like I'm just trying to get out of there. And we go down there, and it's fucking lit up down there. Like the hallways, there's light. I didn't know that. But like from upstairs, you can't tell. It looks like it's completely dark.
Bullshit! It's fucking dark as shit.
So they probably put lights.
Yeah, since I worked there, because that
but
was
like not in all the rooms. It's just that hallway. Because when you come out the stairs, and there's the elevator. It's just that hallway. It's kind of lit up.
Oh, you made it that far? I didn't. I got down there.
No, like I did every.
Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't go that far.
With our supervisor, and it was fine. He was just like, oh, that's fine. But like after that. And then like I did a day shift there one time. I went upstairs. So like now because I did a full patrol, like I was fine doing a patrol at night because like I knew it by hand. Like I kind of knew where I was gonna go, and like if something were to pop off, what window I can fucking jump out of or whatever. Like, but I did that place quite a bit because one, it was convenient because it was close. I was by myself. I could do patrol, and like it was cool.
But there was no heat. That it was.
They had a heater. They're in that little room that I was in, they had a space heater that I could use.
Well, that's okay. That's not what I meant. I meant like the whole place was not heated. So like, like when you're down in the basement and you know, like you can feel it, like as you walk down the stairs, you feel that coldness. It was cold.
Yeah, but like you don't have to do a full patrol of the place just once. Like the beginning of your shift and usually the after your shift. Other than that, like we're basically there to patrol the exterior, make sure no one's tagging or setting up a tent or whatever. Yeah. So like I wasn't that too worried about. I usually stayed pretty much in that little area most of the time until I had to go out and do a patrol. But yeah, that was my pretty much story with that. Like that place was actually pretty cool. It was, in my opinion, it was better than the one that we all worked at from the last podcast, the other big scary one. Oh, I like that place better.
I still haven't worked there yet. I think we still have it. I just haven't done it yet.
I forgot, like another time I came there, like, cause I had done that place so many times. I was like, cool, I know what I'm doing and where I'm going. And I think like towards like the summertime or whatever, they had changed our post orders. And obviously I didn't read it because I was expecting, it was going to be the same, but they added a security system and I set off the alarm and I was freaking out and I was like, oh shit. And I was like, I didn't know, like, I kind of knew who to call, but I couldn't reach anybody. So I was like, what? How do I get a hold of anybody? Cause I didn't know that they updated this. So like, did you read the post orders? Like, I'm looking at it now and oh yeah, it's very small, that small little update. And I was like, I just passed it. And you're like, okay, no worries. We'll contact the owner of the property or whatever. And it's fine. But that was another fucking weird thing.
Thanks, guys, for listening. We're going to end it here. Thank you for listening to Can't Report That podcast. Again, please like and subscribe. Next week, we'll have some more funny stories to tell. And yeah, remember, we release every Monday, 4:30 a.m. So you guys can hear us starting your week off, going to work.
And if it's your first time listening, you have a bunch of old videos to go back and catch up on. So welcome to the channel.
Thank you for joining us, guys, and we'll catch you on the next podcast.